giving chance to parties like ABGA, Labour Party.
Even have what happened? You see that after the first, I want to tell you that from 1923, when the first Nigerian National Democratic Party was formed, after the Clifford Constitution of 1922 gave room for legislative council elections. The implication is that from that 1920, when we had only one party, we had up to 163. And that is out of that 63.
No, you are talking about Nigeria of 1923.
Yeah, we are talking about. I want to tell you that. They are coming down. Then what I'm trying to tell you that even as at 2011, mind you that the Supreme Court, based on the parties who failed that were not registered, they went to court. The court gave gave INEC the order to register them. After the registration, after the 2011 election, what happened? Out of the 63 political parties we had in Nigeria as at then, 40 did not show up at all.
Yes.
And then out of the
they must have the capacity to show up at the presidential elections.
The election. So after the election, even the 23 that showed up, only 4 were serious. And now all those 4, they have now seen themselves and they cannot exist because the sense of the existence of those parties is just to show off. We see now a presidential candidate coming out. A presidential candidate coming out to seek for becoming a member of the board of another party because he knows that he cannot weather any political storm. He cannot stand any test of time. It is only for the person to collect any allocation.
In that perspective.
That is it.
The issue is
because
if you allow political parties to evolve on their own.
The test should be 1993. We are talking of Nigeria having multi-ethnic nationality.
1993 election was based on 2-party system that was decreed by the military government.
No, whether it was decreed, people accepted it. One minded
people accepted it because it was involved. It was imposed on people.
Is it?
No. Have you ever seen a step by government will form a people and ask people to come and join?
No, was it the only time?
No.
Was it the only time?
Do you know why?
Do you remember that even after the night, at the time political party was the political ban on political activities were lifted in 1978. The 5 parties that came up later came down to almost 2-party arrangement.
No.
There was this MPP, MPN accord.
You can be talking of alliance.
That is alliance.
Wait.
The implication of alliance is that when the ambition and ego of the political gladiators meet in those alliances,
the essence of
there will be an implosion.
Yes.
Implosion in the midst of the parties.
Gentlemen, let's not also forget, as we try to, do this banter, let's not also forget that coming up with political parties or having associations called political party, it's premised on a supposed ideology.
Sure.
So if you narrow it to 2-party system, I'm just asking, if you narrow it to 2-party system, does that not alienate some other ideologies that could come? I'm just thinking.
The essence of multi-partyism is this. You have varieties.
In Nigeria, is there any ideology at all?
Wait, I agree. There is no difference between PDP and APC.
That is why
but when you look at
wake up today,
yes,
across to the other party,
agreed.
He has no single belief. His own is to any means.
It's because we are still evolving. It's because we are still evolving. Because people are looking for
power.
Let's not also forget that this experiment truly started in 1999.
Yes. So you're looking at some other society that have been there for the past 250 years.
Less than 2 decades.
We are not talking how many.
Because of the fact that all these things are happening now.
The multi-political arrangement is
before.
Remember that one military man,
No, it's not.
It is based. That is why you can.
Even in America today, how many parties do you think exist in America?
You may have parties, but how many of them are behind?
That's what we are saying.
That is it.
But people are there. Let me tell you something.
Okay, you were talking about.
There are people in America today.
Section 222 of the Constitution.
Yes.
Makes limitation, and many of
No. It didn't make limitation as the number of parties that you have. He only gives the guideline what you must have.
And how many of those parties that exist meet up?
Yeah, all of them.
If you don't meet up on the paper, but they don't meet them. Offices at the
They don't have offices at the state. That's what I said. Mention one party that has not met those conditions.
They don't have offices in those
states. No. I've not mentioned one.
There are thousands of, out of the 60-something. Why did INEC
no, it's not because they didn't have.
Yeah, they have it, and the letter went
to not because they didn't participate in activities.
Even the registering by INEC has been challenged in court, and I am aware that a party like Fresh Party has won that case against INEC. I don't know if they've been enlisted.
The Fresh Party may win, but on the whole, what is best for the country will be what will be considered.
No. So what happens to a direction?
Remember that even at the time when you now feel those parties, like what happened, the party that will come and challenge INEC, that the symbol or logo was missed at the time of publication of ballot paper, is the party that cannot even win a council.
But they still have the right. They have the right.
It's not for you to judge. It's not for you to judge.
That is why Nigeria spends so much.
Most of the time, even political parties,
not get any
there's a criteria according to that section
222.
Yes, 222 that stipulates what.
No, that it is just restrictions, so that the restriction is that
it's not even restriction, it's just conditions. What you must meet.
Try to restrict people that before ever you will now, any association will be allowed as a political party.
Yes.
It
must be those conditions.
It must have a national outlook. That is the summary of it. The summary of that position.
I agree.
But what I'm trying to tell you that at the point of, if you are trying to front load any paper, it is very easy to make you look national by filing all the national list of officers at the INEC office. The same people that filed office, their list appear at the end of, you see them belonging to another political party too.
You are the one that is saying that.
No, is it not in practice?
Why?
If it is not in practice, why should the whole 40 parties?
It's even good for you to have that freedom of association. You can
freedom of association.
Let's take classical examples. For instance, the last November elections in Anambra State.
Yeah.
We had APC,
PDP,
APGA, Labour, and you see what's happening. It made the playing field more competitive. I witnessed some of the campaigns of some of the candidates, and I imagined what would have happened if it's just two parties.
Do you know that even in the case of Anambra State, the APGA and PDP are like the two
work together.
They are like two Siamese twins. They are not different.
They still can never be the same.
Yes. No, but
even twins.
Because in the sense they may be different in Anambra, but when you talk of the position of the party as regards national, they are the same thing.
No,
they are the same thing.
No, how can you say they are the same thing? APGA has its own, national executive, just like PDP has its own.
It is not a matter of having national executive.
You can be saying
even when the former governor was there, it is also playing out now. If you have a real political party, with that party without any single open arrangement.
Okay, now talking of individuals. Let's talk about. But the fact that those party exists.
No, the party exists.
People tomorrow people will come up that will be able to maintain the style that okay, I belong to this party and I'm going to be in this party. Yes, you may have people that are moving from one party to the other.
What do you make of, for instance, the Anambra elections, where we had, in fact, these four political parties I mentioned, that's not all the contested. But these four put up a good fight. And the candidates they presented gave an indication that, yes, give the people a choice, they will need more. I'm just thinking. LP had a good rally. APC had a good rally, especially when they were declaring. PDP had a good rally. Labour Party put up a very good show. And at the end of the day, they want some local governments and some positions in Anambra State. I don't think it's an all
that's what I'm saying. That give people the opportunity to make choice.
The major in a place where the problem with Nigeria is not about who wins each of the states. The major problem is the federal. Because the seat is the most. The federal, the position of the president in Nigeria is the most powerful.
Even the most powerful.
And you know that before it was not like that.
No,
because the center, because of long military rule, they have concentrated power in the center. At the initial time, people were clamoring for regionalism. And the regional arrangement
that you practice. In the first republic, it was
Even without, even though
it was parliamentary system of government. Everybody knows under parliamentary system of government. The center, most of that will be weak. And if you remember, even the so-called powerful element that drove those parties in the First Republic, they were not even interested in coming to the center because of the fact that they were practicing parliamentary system of government. Under the presidential system of government, the number one person.
Is it pure presidential we are practicing?
No, hold on.
It is not.
No, we're not even discussing that topic today. Let's look at this. And this question will go for both of you. Yeah. If we talk about whether multi-party system, whether two-party system, let's look at that as it affects national integration.